Hey guys, Josh here from Sportitude. Again, I've got another football boot review for you, but it's about time because we are coming into the winter seasons right now. And what I'm going to bring to you today is a little sneak peek of the New Balance football boot and soccer range for 2017. So I don't have all the models in front of me. I've got four crackers that I want to talk to you about today. I want to start off with this little beauty through here, which is called the Bizarro. And I've got a little board up here. It's called the Bizarro Liga 4-grain leather. So it's a leather football boot through the forefoot. Now the reason I've grabbed this one first is it's got a key little feature. It's actually a 2E width. It's the only boot on the range right now from every brand that comes in a 2E width. So if you've got a broader forefoot and you've been squeezing yourself into football boots in the past and it's been really uncomfortable and the salesman's told you don't worry, the leather will stretch, and it hasn't, get this little guy on your foot. It's fantastic. So it's got a wider base, it's got a little bit more depth through the upper, and being a leather forefoot, it's still going to give you a bit of play, a little bit of extra width. So this little guy here, the Bizarro Liga, I need to look at the board again, sorry. The Bizarro Liga 4-grain, slightly wider option. Fantastic. Now I'm going to quickly touch on the Bizzaro K Leather 2.0, or 2.0 K Leather, I'm sorry. This is the premium boot from New Balance this season. It's a cracker, it's fantastic, it's super light, it's got kangaroo leather through the forefoot. One little feature which is amazing, they've actually gone on the inside through here, they've injected a fresh foam fresh foam sock liner on the inside of the boot. And you're saying, fresh foam, what the hell is that, Josh? Fresh foam is their cushioning system they use in a couple of their premium running shoes. The 1080 and the Bongo fresh foam. And they also inject fresh foam in a couple of their lighter weight tempo shoes, which we have on Sportitude as well. But the fresh foam sock liner on the inside just gives your foot a little bit of assistance on those firmer grounds. Football boots aren't the most comfortable boot things in the world underneath your foot. And when you've got something like this sitting underneath the base of your foot, it's fantastic. It gives your foot a bit of relief. So that's the Bizzaro 2.0 K Leather. Quickly touching on the Bizzaro 2.0 Mid. This is called the Mid. So the actual upper through the forefoot isn't a leather. It's just a stock standard synthetic number. But you're looking at a couple of the things here, which is very similar to the 2.0. The sprig configuration is the same. It's the same sprig configuration through here. On the inside of this little guy, it has a fresh foam sock liner as well. So if I can quickly get my finger under that and pull that out, like so. Fresh foam sock liner, it's got a little bit of elevation. It's not a glorified sweat catcher like every other sock liner. It actually has some padding. It's gorgeous, fantastic, very comfortable. Now the trick here is, that I'm going back to the 2.0 K Leather. This little guy, you can't pull the sock liner out. It's stuck, it's in there, it's embedded, it's stitched in. Now, that's good, is it bad? It's great because the sock liner will never move under the foot. It's a part of the boot. So you're never going to have any issues with a sock liner moving from medially to laterally in the life of the boot. Once you start getting to the second half of this football season, when your boots are stretched out a little bit and there's a bit of play, your foot's not going to be slipping around too much with that sock liner secure inside the boot. I want to touch on this little guy here. This little number is a jet. The New Balance Furon 2.0 Pro Blackout Limited Edition. Now New Balance came to us 8 months ago and said, hey guys, do you want to buy this boot? We said absolutely, but we're not bringing many pairs into the country, so that's not too bad. We've had them in stock here and they're going very, very well. So if it's a boot that you like the look of, please jump onto Sportitude right now because sizes will not last. I guarantee that they will not last. So this little guy here is an incredibly light boot. It's one of the lightest boots we actually have on the market this year. Fantastic. Underneath the boot, we're looking at a sprig configuration that's designed for the firmer ground. You can play on a softer pitch if need be, but again, the sprigs probably aren't long enough for those really, really soft grounds. So the firmer ground's fantastic. Now, it's almost like a sprint spike upper. When the guys in the shop here have put this on, it feels like you're wearing a track and field spike. It is that light. There's not much, what I would say, customization through the forefoot through here. So when we actually get it on the foot, don't expect this shoe to stretch because it really won't. It's got to be a secure fit straight away. Now that being said, it's on a D width platform. So if you're outside of that width, if you're a 2E or a 4E, don't get it. entertain this little guy here, the wider option. It's a very similar weight boot, but not quite as light as this little number. So this guy here, we'll see this on TV this year through some of the AFL players will be wearing it, the sponsored AFL players. I've certainly seen a couple of the A-League players, and I've even seen this on a couple of Premier League players' foot this year as well. So it is a premium football boot, very light. So there you have it, New Balance footy boot range for 2017 on Sportitude. Happy kicking.